Many years had drifted away since Strahd's defeat in Castle Ravenloft. Marius Rudari, the vanguard of our troop of heroes, answered the call of Madame Ava herself to guide the Vistani people. Soon after, Byrne and Stolas ventured into long, prosperous lives, perhaps tales of their journeys reserved for another time. What was once a quartet of valiant heroes dwindled to just one weary traveler, burdened with long life. As the days melded into months and months into years, his journey continued until they arrived. Initially it seemed quite benign, nothing more than lights in the night sky. Ozal became obsessed in deciphering celestial charts, looking for answers that never materialized. Eventually, the enigma took hold, and we found Ozal taken into the unknown. Welcome to Live and Let Dice, the Mind Flayer's Web.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to the finale of Ox Plays Baldur's Gate 3. I guess we had the finale last episode, but we are here, at least three of us are, to recap our adventure, talk about some of our favorite moments, talk about what our characters have been up to, and the future of what they will be up to, as it's been 6 months since the final battle. Joined, as always, by Dean the Dream Martin playing Estrella the Fighter.
What up?
Bernard the Bard, played by fan favorite Deanie.
Yes, welcome to Bernard Gate 3. As you know, it is my game after all.
Wow, there you go. And myself, the Oxfather, playing Ozal the Wise. Let's see, we have, hopefully Badfish will join us. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But Sleepy Boy Badfish, playing Zotis the Rogue, may or may not be here tonight. So let's start with Bernard. It has been 6 months since we destroyed the Elder Brain. What has our fantastic bard been up to?
Well, actually, I've been trying to find Bubsy and wipe him out. I've actually hired Estrella to help me, seeing as how she has an insatiable desire for battle.
That's right. And we convinced his insanely wealthy parents that we were to be wed, so they would give us a bunch of money as like a dowry. And we've actually just been living off that, traveling Faerun to find Bubsy and kill him once and for all.
Yeah, so he stops ruining my life.
Yep.
Remind the chat, who is Bubsy?
Bubsy is the asshole warlock who keeps trying to frame me by sleeping with every woman he can find.
With his face.
And
That's
what,
right. He assumes my form and screws me constantly.
Are you any closer?
I'm wanted in at least 5 countries.
Are you any closer to killing this Bubsy?
I don't know how to explain it.
It's hard
Maybe I
to
don't
find
want
him because he shapeshifts. He always looks like something else.
We may have even been in the same room with him before. We wouldn't even know it.
He may be here today.
Yeah, he may be sitting at this table with us right now.
We have a super chat from Abe Dunk TV, Mike, the Sith Scale Collector in the chat. Well, I was hoping it would take you guys longer than 2 minutes to tell both of y'all's stories of what you've been doing in the past 6 months. So we might only be here for about 6 minutes today. Well, Ozal the Wise has been quite busy. He has been purchasing a large plot of land in Faerun. He's been able to get a nice bit of coin from being one of the heroes of Baldur's Gate. And he has laid the cornerstone for a school for young wizards and witches. And he is going to be the headmaster of this school.
Are you gonna build a wizard tower on your lands?
Of course, of course. What type of wizard would I be, would I not? I feel I have more to offer the youth of this world. I think it's time to settle down.
Do you have your own orb?
Of course, what wizard wouldn't ponder an orb?
What's it made of?
Well, it's made of magic and crystal and... my God, what is that fire? It's made
It
of
wasn't me.
magic. It's made of magic.
Damn. That's actually pretty cool. I
Yeah.
love the idea of Ozal. You know, I feel like he has so much more adventure in his future. But like the idea of him being able to just chill for a while and, you know, get another apprentice, because, you know, last time that didn't work out so great. It's nice to know that he's got a whole generation of, like, you know, aspiring wizards or mages.
Is that
To teach
canon
them.
Ozal?
Wait, what? Which part?
It's a genuine question.
Which part?
Our last campaign.
Well, that was my master Merlin. And this was canon much before the last campaign. But yes, the school will be known as the Luminara Academy of Arcane Arts. And I welcome you to join. Perhaps you may teach our Blade Ward students, Estrella, the art of the blade, and Bernard. A good wizard should also be able to belt the jaunty tune.
That's true.
If we could swindle his parents out of some more coin, maybe.
Yes, maybe we can add some fancy features to the school. And so
They
in the
paid
meantime,
a hefty amount of coin to get rid of me, so
I've been collecting magical artifacts for the arcane library and various spell scrolls. And of course, as you know, I've moved the statue of Ozal out of our camp
Sorry,
the
get the fuck out of here.
castle grounds.
dude, I wish the statue was here. It's sad that it's not.
Is it really not?
The camp seems naked without it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, is it not here? I thought it was
It's not here.
Huh.
No, I looked. I was like, oh, I guess he didn't bring it along with him.
It's not here because I've moved it, Bernard.
Where'd you move it to?
His courtyard.
Yeah, to the courtyard of my school, my castle.
Who's here?
Who's here?
You know, that
Billy
statue went
Badfish.
on.
Sleepy boy?
on a,
Oh, he is here. God damn it.
oh, nice.
Get in here. We're live, by the way. We're live, by the way.
Oh, I know.
While we wait for Zilthus, we got some letters from people.
We did?
Let me know when you're ready for an invite.
Yeah, we got 9 letters to get through.
Wow.
This one's from Alfira. She was the bard in training at the camp.
Oh, the one I insulted? Okay.
Jesus.
It says, hello, friends. I'm sorry it's been so long. Turns out running a school of bards is a touch more tricky than I thought. Who knew bards were so dramatic? Preach.
Wow.
I bought a small rundown house in the lower city and spent weeks putting down floors and replacing the windows. Turns out I'm quite handy with a hammer and nail. When I was relatively sure the roof would hold, I decided it was time to open. I put up posters and took out an advertisement in Baldurs' mouth. Gods, I was so nervous. I kept having nightmares that no one would show. But my goodness, did they? Children from the patriarchs to peddlers lined the street. The queue was almost to Rivington. Turns out being friends with the hero of Baldur's Gate has its upsides. I'm teaching night and day and fall into bed utterly exhausted every night. And I've never been happier. Thank you, my friend. Lots of love, Alfira. That's nice.
She's a lot nicer than I would have been.
Yeah. This is a letter from Damon.
A beautiful night.
The
I wish it could last
Smithy.
forever.
Hello, I hope this finds you well, but I don't know how it can. I heard that Karlak died shortly after you defeated the Brain. Though I didn't know her half as well as you, She was unforgettable. I can't help but blame myself. Wonder what more I could have done. Believe me, I won't be caught short again. I've made it my business to learn all I can about infernal metalwork, in case another Karlach should ever visit my forge. But then again, how could there be another? She was absolutely singular. With sympathy, Damon. That was sweet.
Yeah, that's sweet.
This is a letter from Halson. My friend, I was truly heartened to learn of your success in the fight against the Absolute. The whole of the Sword Coast and beyond owes you a debt that can never be repaid. I dearly wish I could have joined in your moment of celebration, but the Shadow Curse remains, and so my vigil must continue. Perhaps I shall yet discover a way to restore light to this place, but until then the memories of my time traveling with you shall sustain me through all manner of hardships. If the Oak Father is kind, one day I shall feel the warmth of the sun and know the joys of your company once again. Yours until the end, Halson. Poor Halson.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh.
This is from Marina. Which one was Marina?
Seems like a century
Yeah,
ago.
which
that we
one
were
was
all together,
Marina?
but also like no
I
time
think
to
she's the one, the
cross. Don't know
tiefling
how
we
to
held,
explain it.
or we tried
Maybe
to
I don't
rescue
need
her
to.
family.
Oh, that's right. I think you're right. I'm gonna Google it though.
Yeah.
Go on.
Marina Baldurs. No, Marina was the hag girl.
Oh, the one with the Zombo husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I'd reach out first for once. I finally had my baby, a beautiful boy. I can't believe I ever thought of giving him up. He screams his head off in the night, and I've barely slept, but I'm the happiest I've ever been. Other than my wedding day, of course. I decided to name him Connor after his dad. With Ethel gone, myself and some other hag survivors had started our own publishing house. We've only printed a few pamphlets so far, but I'm halfway through my first book. Me, an author. It's like something out of a dream. Mind you, it's all about how to kill hags. You know what they say, write about what you know. With every pamphlet we publish, more people show up to our support groups. As happy as that makes me, it breaks my heart to know how much harm Ethel did. But so I live. Another hag won't set foot in Baldur's Gate. You have my word. Anyway, the reason I'm writing you isn't just to talk your ear off. It is to say thank you for saving
With us
my
can
sacred
pluck wine
young,
from all over the world. But is
for
there one
saving
bottle
a
of
sacred
fresh
young
blood?
girl who thought she'd be a terrible mother. I couldn't have been more wrong. Next time we meet, pints are on me.
That's nice to know that her hatred for hags is still strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give her a round of applause. New author.
This is from Duke Ravengard.
Wow.
Hero of Baldur's Gate, vanquisher of the Absolute, the city is forever in your debt. For without your valor, your audacity, your sacrifice, it would not know renewal. It is not temples and inns and homes that I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before it suffered the Absolute's touch. And that is as it should be. The survivors have borne witness to their home's near destruction. They have come to regret turning a blind eye to the cruelty Gortash disguised as safety and security. Joe Biden. And they understand, just as I have come to understand, the trust, compassion, and unity that are the foundation of Baldur's Gate. Our gates are open once more to the disowned and displaced. The Flaming Fist will learn to be true servants of the people, and I will devote myself to ridding the gate of the shameful fears that allowed evil to enter our homes and sit at our tables. Yours, Older Ravengard. Not bad.
Exciting.
Zothis, welcome. It's good of you to join us.
Indeed. Yes, quite a few of these
This seems pretty
letters
rare,
I
but
wasn't expecting, I must say.
no, not even close.
I didn't think we would hear from everyone. Didn't think they would even care to let us know where they've been. Especially
Yeah, lots of letters.
Especially the zombie lady.
I'm sure they're
think
just
we would cheer for her.
intimidated by Estrella.
By me.
Yeah.
For certain that woman would come back and we would find her a zombie herself.
Let's not forget that Estrella defeated the Mother Brain in like 7 hits. It was incredible.
I think it might have been less than.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, one of the most awesome moments in the game.
It's crazy because I was saving all my big attacks for that moment, and I didn't even touch them.
Wow, that's embarrassing. But you know what? Cosmic horrors ain't shit against Estrella. So Bubsy doesn't have a chance.
All my favorite people
Yeah.
in one place. Not to mention.
What have you
all
been
my
up to,
favourite
Zotis?
wines.
Yeah,
just,
The 6 months between the brain and now.
mostly not doing anything. We spend so
What?
much time running around, killing everything around us. Spent the last few months kind of just skulking about, not.
You haven't
Yeah,
stolen
so-
anything?
Oh well, that's a daily thing, but beyond that, no, just hanging out in Baldur's Gate. What's left of it, at least.
Helping rebuild or just watching people rebuild?
Mostly watching.
Wow.
My
Well, you've done
my-
enough work.
my hands are tired. Yes, my hands are very tired.
One too many crates. How's with this?
Indeed. One too many gods pissed off. So don't really want to do that again.
Yeah, no kidding. We don't need those, what are they called? The angels?
Oh God.
Yes, that was quite unpleasant.
What the Asimar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dega, or what are they called? I
Oh
always
yeah,
Dagas, yeah.
Devas.
forget. Devas, there you go. Dude,
Here's
that was so fucking fun. That one we just bamboozled.
absolutely bamboozled. I was all cast hold
Hold monster, I think?
creature monster.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything.
Beautiful
dude.
night. I wish it could last forever.
Here's
Who
a
were
letter.
they after? Who were they working with again?
You, because you stole from the temple.
Yeah.
Oh no. Sorry, I'm thinking of another time. I'm thinking of when we met Karlak, maybe then, when there was a group of hunters who were after Karlak.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Who
the
were-
paladins of Tyr.
I'm mixing them up then. So many times we were hunted and others were.
We
Got it.
bamboozled them too.
I just had my head on had my head on a platter, served on a platter a couple of times, and I'll say I'm enjoying not having to do that for a little bit of time.
What
I
are your
feel
plans
you.
after?
Ozal and I were going to open a shop. I was hoping to maybe take a bit of time, make some money.
You know, it's not a bad idea. Ozal was saying that he's opening up a school. You can have your shop, serve the students.
Yes, you could run the student store.
Over this any day.
Yes, I would.
They could buy all their textbooks from you for an exorbitant price increase.
I would be okay with that. Yes.
Of course, I would ask
Robbing
that
people
you
blind, right in front of them.
legally.
Wow. Yeah, all Ozal has to do is teach them to shed their physical items and their desires, and then you steal their stuff, and then they won't mind.
You mean
Pretty genius,
gaslight them?
actually. Yeah, you didn't really want it.
Yeah, those are earthly things. Who cares?
Yeah, you should be above that. I got another letter here from Valeria, the little elephant thing.
Oh, that guy. I love him. He's such a dick.
Yeah, no shit. Salutations. I'm writing to request your help in a mysterious case that has arisen since your little Bali and Bash a half year ago. Regrettably, I've had taken credit for dispelling the ball cult in your absence. You understand. And I'm working on routing the remaining Baldurs from our fair city. This has made me a target. A false document bringing my name into ill repute has been made public. An alleged unpaid bar tab of the elf song. What a bastard.
Oh my god.
If you happen to be passing through with a bit of coin, perhaps you could persuade management of my obvious innocence. Much obliged. Investigator Valeria, Sleuth of Helm. P.S. I wrangled Devella a posthumous promotion to Blaze Fountainhead. She's deserving at the least. Cool.
Wow, he's a cheapskate as well as a jerk.
Of course he is. Remember, that's how we found him, was getting wasted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it.
Drank a
Smell
lot
the
for someone
booze
who
from here.
says.
And then this letter is from Gur. He was the guy that was hunting Astarion.
Oh, the one in the
To the
forest or the swamp.
spawn Astarion, greetings from the family of Ulma, hunters of monsters and keepers of peace across Faerun. We know this letter finds you well, although we hunt you no longer. We do sometimes keep a watch. Your restraint and control over your bloodlust has been admirable. Indeed, it has been an inspiration for our children who have struggled with their own hunger. These last months have been a difficult time for our people. We have protected and nurtured our children as best we can, and we have learned much. Herbs were once used to dull our foes' minds, are now sedatives to ease hunger and pain. Restraints built to hold the undead now protect them from themselves. There has been a lot of pain, but a lot of progress too. Our children learned discipline and control, while we learned compassion and patience. There was a time when we would have destroyed any undead creature, our own blood or not, and called it mercy. But then we met you. We saw that redemption was possible. Difficult, yes. Painful, but possible. You saved our children first from Cazador, and then from us. For that we thank you. We will watch you still, but with more admiration than fear. Walk in peace. Astarion. Did you hear that, Astarion? You drunk bastard.
Okay, can I ask an honest question? For all intents and purposes, Astarion has proven to be a pretty likable guy.
Old friends.
Like, does he honestly need to sate some sort of bloodlust, or can he just like ask people to do it? And
I mean, he
seems
asked
pretty
you, didn't
persuasive. He did. Did he ask me? I don't remember that.
He asked one of us.
Yeah, I don't know if it was me, but like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have to force anybody. Look at him. Charming son of a bitch.
Okay, this letter is from the guild. It just says official guild letter. Hello, heroes of the realm. We have followed your adventure closely from the day you fell from that doomed Nautiloid to the final blow you struck to the Netherbrain. Oh, you could have been helping. Jesus.
Wow.
As it loomed over the Sword Coast, we are but a humble guild who pride ourselves in telling stories not unlike tales that to be written of you for many years to come. How inspired we have been to witness your feats, awesome and terrible, the lives you've saved and sundered, the friendships you found. Thus we thought to extend a greetings to thank you for adventuring with such creative determination, such panache, enough to touch the hearts of our number with deepest gratitude. The Guild of Great Genius. Wow.
That's a fancy name. I think it was
All
also
my
better,
favorite
but
people in one place. Not to mention
And then
all
one
my
final
favorite
letter. I'll
wines.
actually give this to Bernard and let Bernard read it.
okay. Missive from the Emperor. My ally, inefficient as written communication is, it will suffice to cover the distance between our minds these days. I write to express my regret that I will not attend your celebration, though I thank you for thinking of me. I have not forgotten you. As I move to restore my influence, I shall be sure to call upon you when the need arises, and I hope that you will respond to such a call. Ours was a very beneficial partnership, and I see no need to curtail further opportunities to collaborate. Your friend, the Emperor. Did I just get fucking friend-zoned?
It sounds
I
like
think so.
Typical. I haven't heard from that guy in months. He just hit it and just ditched me.
I mean, just in your minds.
It's true. And poor Will saw it. I'm surprised he
Oh,
isn't
no.
scarred. In fact, I'm just too afraid to ask what he saw. I'm sure it was very slippery.
Oh my.
I'm not afraid to talk to Will. I just refuse to.
Poor Will. He's over there dancing and shit. He's having a good time.
I'm having a good time with him over there and me over here.
And I noticed Lazelle's hologram is eating and drinking. I didn't know that was a thing.
A beautiful night.
Yeah, I
wish
don't
it
know
could
how
last
that
forever.
works.
You weren't here, Zothis, but we were telling Ozal that we swindled my parents out of a hefty bit of coin.
You
You'd
and
be
who?
proud of me.
Him?
You and Lazelle, or you and
Me.
Estrella?
Israel.
Oh, I thought you were saying Lazelle after talking about her hologram.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's my fault.
Do you remember the story Bernard told about Bubsy the Warlock who ruined his life?
Yes, yes.
This seems pretty red, but
Well, Bernard had hired me to be his bodyguard.
not even close.
And so after the Elder Brain, we were like, well, let's track down Bubsy. But we needed coin to do that, so we tricked Bernard's parents into thinking we were going to get married, so they wanted to pay for a wedding.
Oh.
Finally happy to be rid of Bernard. But, yeah, we just needed it to travel around and find Bubsy, but we're getting close. We'll find him and we'll kill him. Then we'll
Well,
wear his
she'll
head
kill
as-
him, and I'll
Yeah.
laugh while she does it.
And then I'll wear his head and possibly his genitals as a necklace.
Oh my god. How much was stolen?
What do you mean?
Stolen?
Or liberated from your parents?
Oh,
Oh,
quite
wow.
a bit.
Yeah, I think easily about 50,000 gold just to start.
50. Jesus. Don't let Ozal see that gold.
I could
Oh,
use
Gozal.
many coins for this new endeavor, this new school. To answer Abe King Dingling's question, no, we're just doing a quick wrap-up stream. A little bit of roleplay.
Yeah, we need to go through some of our favorite moments too.
Oh, that's easy.
Glory and community on the eve of revolution.
Well, why don't you
Alright.
start?
Magnificent.
Yeah, I know Ozal's.
This is when I had that
The
wonderful
rat.
statue commissioned of me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it
Speaking
was
of the
So-
rat, I think it's time that. Oh my God! Shut up, please. No one cares.
Seeing you brings me even more
Oh my
pleasure
God!
than taking a ruling.
I'm so sorry.
Worth it,
I
I'd
don't.
say.
Poor Ozal doesn't like anyone in his camp.
He's coming on to you.
It's
I just
fallen
don't
to
wanna-
me to secure an alliance.
Oh my God! I'm sorry, people watch. Why is she talking so much? Jesus Christ! Jesus, Joseph Mary. Okay, here we go. I think it's time we lay this rat. Actually, let me get
Seems
Zothis
like
to
a
sit back
century ago
down.
that we were all together,
I think
but
it's
also
time
like
to.
no times
Oh, do I not have any inventory anymore? I don't.
No,
That's
they
sad.
took all my stuff too.
Oh, I was
Sad.
gonna lay the rat to rest. Okay, well, yes, when the rat saved us, it was a memorable moment. I don't know where he came from or why, but he saved Estrella and myself.
That was
Yes.
pretty wild.
Let's put this shoebox in the fire.
Yeah.
Give him a proper sending off.
A Viking funeral, worthy of a true warrior and a friend.
Agreed.
Indeed, we would not be here if not for this rat.
Another favorite moment of mine, getting the statue commissioned in my honor.
Again? You said that twice.
Oh, I didn't know if you guys heard it the first time. It was so memorable, I had to say it twice.
The statue's so nice that you mentioned it twice.
3 times technically. He put it in his courtyard at his school.
Making Gortash dance was quite memorable as well.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
fireball against the grease man, amazing.
Oh, the
How about
whole
that?
the
Go
whole
on.
segment with Raphael was so good. Like, I think that I don't know what difficulty we were on. It was pretty brutal. But, like, when we finally won, that was so satisfying. I hated him so much. You have no idea.
That really was a typical fight.
Easily the worst one.
I like the when we were in the Shadow Curse lands and I got tricked by all those slime monsters. It was just me and Ozal in a pit of poison.
That was great.
And then the shark monsters next to it.
Yeah, and then we walk outside and immediately get ambushed. And we were like, what are we going to do? But, like, they couldn't touch us. It was incredible. That
Yeah,
was
Zothis-
insane gameplay.
Zothis had to throw me his, like, what do you call that? The Misty
New
Step
days,
boots or something?
old friends. There's no
Oh,
greater
yes,
joy.
yeah.
Just for us to come rescue, because that was pretty intense.
Yeah. Meeting
that
shovels. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, was that the fishmen? Or the,
Yes, of course.
See, I think the fishmen.
It reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was in the, I guess, like, the Shadowlands, where Estrella tricked Ozal into talking to some friendly monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, hey, Ozal, they're friendly, just go talk to him. He's like, okay. Just immediately gets surrounded by monsters. Just straight up rolled a 20 on persuasion.
Oh, how about when we persuaded that gold, that, what was she? She was like a, she
Oh,
was
the
that-
gold collector.
Yeah, she was like a, what do you call that? I don't even know what you call that.
She
I don't
was
know.
creepy, yeah.
When we like literally bamboozled her brain and she just like exploded.
She basically died of like just
Confusion.
lost her will to live.
Yeah, we didn't even do that fight. She just exploded.
Oh, but you know, I want to die all of a sudden. You know, don't look at the cliffs, Bernard.
Don't. You stare into the void like it calls to you. What keeps exploding over here?
It's the food. It's like regenerating.
Oh,
Like whenever a character takes
All my
food, it just
favourite
comes
people in
back.
one place. Not to mention
Meeting
all
Shovel
the
and the Goosh Boys were quite memorable moments for me as well. Definitely some companions to take with me as I begin the new endeavor of the school.
How is our fisty boy?
He's quite good. Bring him out. And we have... Let's see... Oh, I lost the ability to summon us. That sucks.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
that
he's
makes
so-
sense.
Stay, you've been traveling around for months with those companions constantly following you. Have you been doing the same since we last seen you?
Yes, of course. The
Really help
water
build
elemental
your
is a
town.
personal bodyguard of mine wherever I go. He has been quite wonderful.
He doesn't talk much either. Makes him perfect.
And he keeps me clean if I shall ever get dirty. It's quite nice.
Just,
Hydrated
like,
as well.
walk through him.
He washes you?
He can, yes. And if it's quite warm, he can create a cool chill in the air. It's quite useful. And Shovel is Shovel. I mean, more talkative
Stinky
than Vor.
boy.
A little less useful in certain circumstance, but you know, he is just quite the character.
Never let a live creature wash my curses.
You should try it. It's wonderful.
Oh no.
A beautiful night.
Ugh.
I wish it
It's
could
like
last.
Shovel
a
off the table, down.
real life
Club
bidet.
wine from all over the world.
Gets in
Yeah,
every
there you
nook and
go.
cranny. my
A
dear boy.
life-size bidet, sorry. Life-size.
Dude, look at his fingers. He just slips one of those up and down the crack of your ass, dude.
Oh!
Clean as the day you were born, Australia.
Ozal, what have you done to this creature?
He's quite good.
What has the creature done to him?
That is between the creature and Ozal.
Oh, I think there are rules against that, Ozal.
And the gods who watch.
The Globe of
That would make
Invulnerability. What a
sense.
powerful spell. It saved us in many an occasion.
Oh, that one came clutch against Raphael. Oh, I don't think we would have survived without it. In fact, we didn't. We
Yeah.
just straight up didn't survive without
Literally
it.
didn't. I think if we could redo that fight over, probably would have cast that a lot earlier.
The Globe of Invulnerability?
Yeah, because what's her face died immediately. Hope.
Yeah.
It would have been really nice to have obviously this armor for that fight, which is impossible, but
Right.
I wasn't expecting the burning thing, the intense burning. That was killer.
Yeah.
Even with the
fight
HP
sucks.
boost, which I still have, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, what a great item. That's like the best combination of having a bard that doesn't die immediately after you just poke them with a stick.
Absolutely. The more, the better.
Okay. How about Ozal rolling 2 nat 20s at a time?
That was crazy.
I've
That
literally
was
never
insane.
seen that.
Yeah. Big Rib, this is just like a lore stream. The game's pretty much over. It was 4 in the morning and I think 5 in the morning for Badfish last time, and we didn't give it a proper send off. But double nat 20s was quite impressive, even for myself, if I may say.
I believe my highest roll in this game was a 31. I took a screenshot of it.
Damn.
Seems like a century ago.
Yeah.
that we were all together.
It was really
Also,
fun.
like no time's passed at all.
I think mine was like
I don't know
in
how
the
to explain
30s
it.
for sure. 30s,
Maybe I don't
maybe
need
even
to.
35 or something. But because I had so many buffs at one point for the lockpicking.
Damn. That came in really handy throughout the game, by the way. We would have missed out on so many cool treasures.
It's definitely fun doing all that. Constantly, there's always something to find around the corner, hidden in a room somewhere.
I'm really sad we didn't save that illithid guy in the.
Oh, Omelium or Omelum? I don't remember
Some-
his name.
I thought Amelum was the Emperor.
No, that's just some other bro.
No,
He's the one that was in the
Baldur
ill.
is the emperor.
How many fucking names does he have? Which one was Amelum? Remind me.
He's the
I
guy
literally
that was
didn't
in the
remember him
little
that well.
the Myconid colony.
Yes, he was
Oh,
from
yeah.
the underdog.
Yeah, and he was in the when we destroyed that underwater base. He was trapped in there.
Oldham?
that actually made me really sad.
I mean,
Oldham?
It seems pretty red, but no.
I was trying to get over there and it just didn't happen. I'm really sad about it, but
There's just no time. It was such a large facility.
oh,
Bless you,
listen.
Ozal.
That's it.
Yes, that was one that will haunt me for a long time.
Finally killing Orin was so satisfying.
Oh, God, she stresses me out just thinking about her.
I felt like it wasn't that difficult either.
No, because Estrella is fucking straight up can kill a god at this point.
Because my sword has that topple big folk thing.
And she
So-
turned into a creature, didn't she? Like some weird demonic being.
Yeah, so anything that's large or huge or gargantuan takes an additional 2 to 12 damage.
And
on a strength saving throw, which I'm like literally the only thing I'm proficient in.
like, need I remind you guys that canonically, Ball's defeat was so fucking embarrassing that his whole cult is no longer in existence right now. The temple is abandoned. He can't
Yeah.
show his dirty face in this world.
I don't know who's more embarrassing, Ball or Merkel.
Yeah, the Death Lord or whatever the
Because at
Bone
least
Lord.
Ball didn't show up. We actually bamboozled Merkel.
Yeah, Death God, my ass.
Who was it? It was Merkel, Ball, and what was the other one?
Santa Claus.
Bane.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was, oh,
Is that right?
Yeah, Bane.
yes, yes.
The dragon. Get that fight was cool.
That was crazy.
Baldur's other ex. I don't fucking know. He was all over the place.
He's promiscuous AF.
Right? He had that one lady he was mind controlling, which is disturbing.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure the Emperor is the one who gave us the worms.
Oh, that's such a good point. Dean pointed that out to me, that in the opening sequence of the game, like, the one that puts the worm in your brain is definitely the Emperor. Because no other, what do you call them? Squidly do, they don't have his clothing.
Yeah, they're much smaller. And then as he's walking out of the room, there's like unconscious Illithid on the ground. Like he knocked them out.
Yeah, Illithid, thank you. I forgot the word.
Oh, and is it Omelum was the one that we met in the Underdark. Omelum.
That
He's
was like
also a
6
friendly-
minutes ago.
I
Illithid.
couldn't remember his proper name. This, you know what?
Yeah, I watched the opening of the game again the other day, and I was like, wait a minute. What
It's
the hell
definitely
is going
him.
on over here?
Which is crazy because, like, the first thing I said when I saw that sequence was that he had beautiful eyes. So I'm pretty sure I was bamboozled from the start.
What do you say, Scratch? Or I mean,
Shovel.
Shovel.
Murder eyes. That's all he says.
Oh, little man. He's so cute. I love him. Look at him. I wish I had one in real life.
You
Just a
can. They
mean
sell
little-
the. Goddamn, so big. They sell the. I think it's Wizard sells the 1-to-1 scale.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell
It's like
real
200
life
bucks.
shovel?
Yeah, it's huge. It's like the size of a dog.
It's not Shovel, it's
I'll make it
what are they
shovel. I'll
called,
paint
Zach?
it.
Well, no, it's painted already. It's Quasit is what it's called.
a closet, yeah.
But
That's
Shovel
so
is just
cute.
a Quasit. I mean, it looks exactly like him.
I would name it shovel. It's so cute. Look at him. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah, I
for
think you-
ruining my life.
I think you can get them on Big Bad Toy Store.
Big Bad Oh, wow. I'm gonna Google it. Yep.
All my favorite people in one place. Not to mention all my favorite wines.
Where do we go from here?
Well, that's just it.
Where indeed. We've traversed everywhere.
We're heroes.
Yeah, I suppose that means we can go anywhere we want and do whatever we want. Which
It's,
basically means just stay at home and...
I wonder if there will be a Baldur's Gate 4.
How,
Oh, I
however
would
we can
hope.
use our fame. I will take it.
I mean, there was only like 20 years between Baldur's Gate 2 and 3, so...
Yeah, we'll be playing like in our 60s at this rate. You know, I never actually played any of the other Baldur's Gate games, but
R.I.P. Chihira. She's a huge part of Baldur's Gate 2.
I'm open to the possibility.
So is that lady we killed in the House of Loss. The where Shadowheart's parents were. She's
Oh,
also
yes.
a character from Baldur's Gate 2. like companion characters.
Unfortunately as well, do you remember the forge and then we ended up forging weapons we didn't even end up using?
Yeah, we forged the wrong armor. That was my fault.
Yes,
But then
that
the
was-
forge broke. It wouldn't let us use it again. We had the material, but
That's what I was going to say. I remember it was quite the fight to get to the forge, and then ended up being quite, I don't want to say useless, but
it was useless.
that's the only way to put it.
I mean, we did get a bunch of XP out of it.
But yeah, we got to fight that giant robot for one. Oh, and speaking of robots, we also eliminated Bernard.
Oh yeah, on accident. What a stupid thing, by the way.
No. The fact that he existed and shared my name is an insult to me. Automatons deserve to be in the trash can.
I mean, if Gortash proved anything, it was that.
Yeah, that's true. His what did he call him? The Iron Guard or they're so
Iron
stupid.
Steel Watch.
Steel Watch. There you go.
Wine from
Oh, the Iron Legion's from Iron Man.
Iron Dome, I think, is from where you're from, Dean.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, actually, guys, the closet figure
I
that you
should go.
mentioned is kind of scary.
It's
He's
as
not cute at all. Yeah, he's just like has this really
A
ugly, mean
beautiful
face.
night. I wish it could last forever.
Like he wants to bite you.
I'm pretty sure Shovel wants to bite you.
That's true. That's true. He's kind of gives me that sketchy vibe. Like he could turn on you if he wasn't your servant. Like.
It's hard to think all the way back to when we first ran into the owl bear.
Food fight.
Oh my god. Oh, the owlbear. Oh, that's one of my biggest regrets this playthrough is we didn't get the owlbear, but
Yeah.
I've done it in my personal playthrough, and he's super cute. He's just like
Stein.
best friends with Scratch. Is he complaining again?
No, he's like playing that game where he stabs the table through his fingers.
What a weird guy.
Yeah, look at him. He's gonna go skulk by the tent. Oh,
Let's
never mind.
What about having a shadow arm?
Raging somewhere, crying about Char.
Right.
I really don't. I guess I don't understand why she got so angry, but I wasn't paying attention to their backstory because obviously we were playing, but
I think it might be fun to go over all of our items that we actively used in the campaign.
sure,
And
yeah.
If we recall how we got them, we'll start with Zothis. I'll read your items, Zothis, since Zothis wasn't able to get logged in. But you have the Shadow of Menzo Baranzan.
Enzo Branson.
Thank you, Menzo Baranzan. Your hood. It's a rare item. Gives you the Shrouded in Shadow class action. The Cloak of Cunning Broom. It's when you disengage, you create a foggy cloud that lasts for 1 turn. I gave that item to you. Elegant Studded Leather, AC 14. You gain a +2 bonus to initiative rolls and advantage on stealth checks, and you get shield. The Gloves of Power, Absolute's Bane on a hit with a weapon attack, inflict a -1d4 penalty to the target's attack rolls and saving throws, with sleight of hand +1. Disintegrating Nightwalkers. You can't be enwebbed, entangled, or ensnared, and can't slip on grease or ice. It also gives you Misty Step. The Amulet of Misty Step for another Misty Step. The Shadow Cloaked Ring. The wearer's weapon and unarmed attacks do an additional 1d4 damage against lightly or heavily obscured creatures and creatures made of shadow. Ring of Twilight, you gain a +1 bonus to armor class while obscured. For weapons, you had Crimson Mischief, 12 to 29 damage, prey upon the weak. This weapon deals an additional 1 to 4 piercing damage against targets with 50% of their hit points or fewer. It's a +2 weapon, and when you make an attack with advantage, the target takes 7 piercing. It's a legendary item. You also have Bloodthirst, which is a legendary item as well. Your crit is reduced by 1. +2 weapon, True Strike. You also get Riposte. When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you may retaliate and gain True Strike. And it gives you +1 armor class, excuse me. Putting you at AC 22, which is crazy. And you have a +1 light crossbow. Anything you want to go over with those, Zothis?
Some of these, I had the same armor from, what was the goblin, the drow from the goblins? What was her name?
Oh no, you switched it out in one of the last episodes.
Yeah, I had that armor for so long, and then the hood, shadow of Menzo Berzan.
Menzo
Berenzan.
Branson, that's where you're from.
Yes, that's not at one point. Yes, but that was down in the Mykonoid colony. From helping save them, it was one of the rewards in the in their vault. That's what we would call it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I've had that ever since. Some of these items, I've had for quite a bit of time.
Yeah, I would say your hood, your gloves, and your shoes.
The boots. Yes, I didn't
Are
change my boots.
literally Act 1 stuff.
Yeah, I haven't changed them for months.
For Ozol, so I changed gear quite a bit. Hood of the Weave, +2 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. How dare you? Cloak of the Weave, +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Gives you absorb elements. Robe of the Weave, +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Whenever the wearer succeeds on a saving throw, they gain 1 to 6 hit points, +2 armor class. Robe of the Weave. Gemini gloves. Targeting foes and allies can target an additional creature with cantrips, and you can choose the same creature twice. Evasive shoes. Those 4 items are all very rare. Then rare evasive shoes, +1 armor class, +1 acrobatics. The Amulet of the Devout, +2 bonus to spell save DC. I also get to use Channel Divinity, which I don't think I can use anyways. Ring of Mental Inhibition. When a foe fails a saving throw, they gain mental fatigue for 2 turns, which is really good. And Ring of Regeneration. At the beginning of your turn, the ring activates and heals you for 1 to 4 hit points. For weapons, I had Marco Heshiker. It's a +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Gives me Arcane Battery. It's a +2 weapon enchantment, and it gives me Koreska's Favor. And then I had Woe, which is a very rare item. +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. It gives me Arcane Vampirism. When a creature affected by my spells fails any saving throw, I regain 1 to 4 hit points. And it gives me +2 weapon enchantment and Blight. And yeah, I had used the same necklace and hat and staff for most of the game. It was the staff that gave me Fireball, and then the hat that gave me, I think it was some bonuses. I don't quite remember what it was. But those I got in the Shadowlands, and I carried them pretty much until the end of the game when I got all the weave armor. Staffs, like I said, I used the Fireball staff for most of the game, but in Act 3 I got access to the more powerful staffs and dual wielding, so yeah, most of my stuff, and even rings, I didn't get the Ring of Regeneration till the 3rd act, very close to the end, but I was running 2 like common and uncommon rings for most of the game, and I think the other one just gave me like a +1 AC. But whenever I activate Mage Armor, I'm up there to like 19 or 20 AC. So it's pretty good. What about you, Bernard? What do you have?
Okay. So my Hell Dusk set, most of it came from defeating Raphael. Let's see, there are so many great perks to this armor. First of all, anyone can wear it and you're proficient in it. So as a bard, you know, my AC was really low. So basically every single hit was guaranteed. This protected me a lot. I mean, it came in clutch. I was very glad to receive this and that you guys are willing to actually share it. Because it's super cool. We've got the helmet. It says you can see through magical and ordinary darkness for 12 meters, and you can't be blinded. Plus 2 bonus to saving throws, and a spell called Immolating Gaze, which I used every once in a while. The
Also,
armor... Go ahead.
Attackers can't land critical hits on you.
That's true.
With the helmet.
Let's see. Yeah, so on the armor, has an Infernal Retribution. If you succeed a saving throw, anybody who casts a spell on you receives burning for 3 turns, which is pretty cool. You also are resistant to fire damage and can't be burned, which is amazing. And you take 3 less damage from all sources. Let's see, the gloves, plus 1 bonus to spell attack rolls and saving DCs. You have an Infernal Touch and the cantrip Rays of Fire. The boots we got from, what's its name? Gortash's, yeah, his bedroom. You can't be moved, and you ignore difficult terrain. And as it turns out, I didn't know this at the time, I couldn't use Dimension Door because I literally can't be physically moved by a spell even if I want to. That kind of screwed some things up for me in the last battle.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
That's funny.
You literally can't be moved. It's crazy. So, yeah, so also have a cloak. It says a creature that damages the wearer within 2 meters receives burning, which was really fun.
So anybody who hit you with a melee attack or a spell got burning.
Yeah. And they
That's
can save
crazy.
on those, but yeah. Let's see. My loot, my beautiful loot. Look at this thing. Look at it. It's gorgeous. This one I actually bought. I don't know why I equipped this loot of all the loots that I had because I collected a bunch of them. But that one, this one is called the Stoliarov's Table Loot. It's a super heavy loot. I bought it in Baldur's Gate in a music shop. I didn't have to do that, but I thought it was cool, so I just bought it on principle alone. Hellfire Hand Crossbow. That one's... I don't know where I got that, to be honest. But I got it because it gives you a free Scorching Ray spell, level 3. The Shield of the Undevout. This one was kind of cool. It's a +2 armor class, which I liked. Shield Bash I used a couple of times to just force someone on the floor, which was really funny. The problem is that I didn't get too many opportunities to use that simply because you get disadvantage on everything as a bard if people are too close to you. So I usually didn't let people get that close to me to use it. So still cool shield. And the Blade of Oppressed Souls Estrella gave me. I don't know where you got that.
I don't remember.
It's 4 to 19 damage. It burns people and also does psychic damage. 1d6 fire and 1d4 psychic, which is pretty cool. And I think, let's see, Orphic Ring just has a enchantment for confusion. That's a free spell. Sunwalker Ring, you can see in dark up to 12 meters, which is kind of redundant. And this thing that Ozal gave me, the Amulet of Greater Health, it sets your constitution to 23. And my HP went from like 180 to 135. It's pretty incredible. I think the only reason why Bernard has survived most of the battles here at the end is because of this necklace. So thank you, Ozal, for that. Came in clutch.
You're
Pretty
welcome.
Sweet.
In
Yeah,
fact,
we
let
got
me-
that in the House of Hope.
I'm gonna play a jaunty tune for you guys.
Yeah, my gear. Most of my gear I've had since like Act 1. Except my armors and my sword. I have the Helm of Baldur on. The helmet heals you 2 hit points at the beginning of every turn, which was kind of cool. Get +1 to armor class and saving throws, can't be stunned, and attackers can't land critical hits. My Cloak of Displacement I bought just outside of the tower where Gortash was. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the cloak activates, granting enemies disadvantage on attack rolls, which was crazy. Armor of Persistence I got from Daemon in Baldur's Gate. All incoming damage is reduced by 2. I gain resistance and blade ward. So that was cool. The Gauntlets of Hill Giant Strength, which sets my strength to 23. So that allowed me to respec and get some stats other places. Boots of Persistence, Legendary Mobility. You gain freedom of movement and Long Strider. I don't really know what Long Strider was, but I think it just let me move further. My Moondrop Pendant, which is honestly super cool. I don't remember where we got this, but it had to be Act 2. When the wearer has 50% hit points or less, they don't provoke opportunity attacks, which came in super clutch a few times. Like when the rat saved us, I was able to get out of the way. That was nice. One of my rings is Killer Sweetheart. When you kill a creature, your next attack roll will be a critical hit. Once spent, the effect refreshes after a long rest, so that was cool. And then Crypt Lord, I just grabbed that because my second ring was nothing. It just let me create an undead. It was pretty useless. My bow, Gaunter Mail, 8 to 15 damage. It gave me Celestial Haste. That's why I had it. Other than that, it's not particularly like the best bow, but it's a legendary item. But it also gave me like a Radiant Light for 6 meters, which was cool. And then my sword, Balduran's Giant Slayer, that's the one we got for fighting the dragon. This thing was crazy. On a hit, double the damage from your strength modifier. This weapon gains you advantage on attacks against large, huge, and gargantuan creatures. So like that dragon, I bamboozled in 1 turn. Right before the Elder Brain, and left it with 11 HP. I think it had 300.
Yeah, you didn't fight the dragon. You fucking slayed the dragon.
Yeah, and then Ozos came in and just like hit him with a. I think you gave him a
Well, the
magic
first
missile and killed it.
it was the disintegrate, but the first one, it was held, so all your attacks were crits, which were huge as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right. And then it also gave me giant form, which
Yes.
made me a giant creature, and I had advantage on all my saving throws and stuff. So that one was. This sword is like super clutch. I love that. And that's all my stuff.
There we go.
I love this armor.
Beyond your all your gear and whatnot, what was your favorite thing to do as your characters? Like, for me, it was my most satisfying thing. Easily would be obviously getting a really good sneak attack, just what getting like being able to just time out like doing a being a rogue, you have to really plan how you order your turns and order your I think with any character in this game, but especially with the rogue, you have to make sure you're doing things in certain order. Like I would carry over a hide if I could hide from a previous turn, or disengage from a previous turn, and those would all link into my next one. So it's kind of like playing pool as a rogue. You're constantly trying to set up your next shot.
Yeah.
And it was so satisfying when I would get like a really big hit, either Misty Step in and then use that poof to disengage, and then get out, and then I could be hidden before I'm even start my next turn. That was just so satisfying, and I honestly still can't get enough of that. I could like still want to do more of it.
For me as a wizard, there was a few things. Lining up a big fireball,
I was gonna
or like
fireball,
misty stepping
maybe.
away from danger. I found myself playing a lot more on the front lines in the second and third acts rather than just like slinging fireballs in the back. But like standing somewhere, getting like 2 or 3 guys to try to attack me, shield, and then misty step, then fireball was always really fun. Or lining up a lightning bolt or a sunbeam. But I think with a wizard, you're also a lot of utility. So like hasting a character or globing to protect the party, or like there'd be like 3 or 4 guys on board and just magic missile to kill all 3 of them to ruin the action economy of the enemies was really
if there's
fun.
multiple enemies on the board, you could like
Yeah,
clear a
being
bunch.
able to kind of bog down people with like the water boys or the ice methods, also really fun. Yeah, being a wizard it's the same thing, right? Because you're a glass cannon, so you have to your positioning matters a lot, and then also just trying to get yourself into favorable situations, managing your resources. I know we had to rest a lot because of my character, but you know, there's some episodes where we only rested once, and so there'd be like 3 or 4 encounters, and then managing, okay, I can only use X resources for this fight because we still have more fights ahead of us, was always really fun. I know Dean said that there was one time he was watching the stream and he kind of got really enamored with like watching the resource management side of things that you don't really see.
Yeah, because as a fighter, it's just attack. Oh, okay, my turn's over. But you had like so many spell slots that, yeah, it was really interesting to watch you play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
because
never
being
seen
a
anything
rogue
like
is
it.
very straightforward. It's kind of like once you learn your 6 kind of core actions as a rogue, that's your whole gameplay loop, the entire kind of game. Which
Yeah.
is, it's satisfying, but it's totally different. Yeah, like, I remember, trying to play a fighter in one of my other playthroughs just as, like, yeah, it's just totally different, which is great.
Yeah. There were times, of course, where, you know, as a wizard, sometimes you mess up, right? Like,
Seems like
you
a
misclick on a
century
fireball and you
Yeah,
nuke a
but-
player, or,
but also
you know,
make a note
your
of
ice
it
boys get
at all.
blown up and now there's ice everywhere. But I
don't
think
know how to
overall,
explain
I
it.
think,
Maybe I don't need to.
I think I played
Honestly,
this game really
That's a-
well. And I think we had a lot of fun. I think I'm a better D&D player because of playing this game. You know,
For sure, yeah, 100%.
kind of puts
If
because
we went to roll 20 or whatever again, or
yeah, it would be pretty fun. And I think I was able to maintain, you know, because we did have a lot of homebrew stuff for our old D&D stuff. But I think I was able to maintain, which was really important to me, is maintain the essence of Ozol. And I think he felt like Ozol pretty much from day one up until, you know, now. And I'm really proud of that because
I would certainly.
I was
say,
concerned. Yeah, I was really
You
concerned.
definitely had the carryover.
And the hybrid roleplay is really fun too. Like this could just be a random game playthrough, but
Yeah.
trying to add little bits of character interaction is really
Yeah.
fun.
What about you, Estrella?
Anytime I was able to capitalize on haste and then action surge
Oh god.
was always so
It's like 12 attacks.
ridiculous. Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
crazy.
explain how exactly, like, so you would get the haste would double that action surge. Like
Yeah,
I didn't fully understand that. I just remember you attacking 6 times, basically, or something.
So Action Surge gives you back your action points. So Estrella could attack 3 to 4 times in a turn.
With this complete line from
Because
all over the
depending
world.
on
But is there one
if I
bottle of
had
fresh blood?
New
what's it
days,
called?
Old friends. There's no greater joy.
What the hell's that passive feature called? Great Weapon Master. You would get another bonus attack if you landed a critical, I think, which was pretty much all the time.
Oh, yes.
So then actions. So if I attack 4 times in a turn and then Action Surge, I could do 4 attacks again, theoretically. So then if I hasted, I got an additional attack. So, yeah, it would give me like 5 attacks, and then I could Action Surge with haste and get another 5. So it's like ridiculous. I mean, really, like with that dragon, if Ozal let me crit on every hit, it was over. There was just nothing anybody could do.
Yeah, because with that, against the dragon, I think the AC was like 21 or 23, which I'm not saying Australia couldn't hit that, but putting it paralyzed, it's like every hit is a crit, and to be honest, I don't even really understand how the game handles crits, but I think it's just max damage. Like every hit of those like 10 that you took was boom, automatic hit, automatic max damage, automatic hit, automatic. It was just, it stacks up crazy. Like you took him from 400 to like, probably could have killed them, but down to at least 50.
No, it was
350
11.
damage.
Yeah, he went from 300 health to 11, and you finished him off.
This seems pretty red, but
Yeah.
no. Not
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be much more challenging than it actually was.
Estrella. He's just too badass. World-endingly badass.
What about you, Bernard? Was there any special things that you really like to do?
So,
Not to mention all my favorite.
in our last campaign, I played a warlock, and separately in a campaign that I played with Dean, I play a warlock in this game. And I have to say that it's incredibly boring compared to what bards do. I've never played a bard either in D&D or whatever, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. I just thought it would be fun. And it was. I mean, there's so many things going on with this class because I can learn spells from any other class. I don't specialize in a certain kind. I could just learn from anybody's spells. Cleric spells, wizard spells, warlock spells, whatever I want. I just choose. It's super fun. Bardic Inspiration being a bonus action was kind of insane because it adds
Cutting
1d10.
words, too.
Yeah, it's a 1d10 for attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws to everyone, and it lasts until basically you long rest, I think.
I was always confused. Sometimes I feel like I wasn't using that properly. Like sometimes it would engage and I could select to use it. And other times I swear I thought I could use it and it wouldn't like activate. I was so confused by that sometimes.
I feel like this game's just buggy sometimes like that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I was gonna say that because Ozal brought it up, but I swear sometimes I would click things and my spell would pop off and hurt somebody I didn't mean to, and it's like, I didn't highlight that person. Why is it? It's a programming thing, I guess, but yeah, there's I think the best thing about the Bard class is the kind of the support role of it. It's mostly bamboozling your enemy.
A beautiful
Like,
night.
the best
I wish it
spells
could
I
last
had were
forever.
always the ones that just were these massive areas of effect, like confusion.
I was gonna say confusion
Yeah,
was
you could
so good.
So many, or like, what was it? Was it you as well, Ozal? Hold monster? Like you both could do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Hold
have,
Monster.
I also had planar binding, but,
Yeah, there was polymorph I never got to use a single time. It just is not good in this game. You just make them a goat, but in regular D&D, I can make like Estrella T-Rex or like you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's just
I can see why that was not a thing because
Yeah.
of like the logistics, and it could probably break balance even more. Like you just have a T-Rex on them or a giant gorilla.
Having an extra short rest via Song of Rest was really
yeah,
helpful.
that was great. Yeah.
At higher levels, almost all of my healing spells were kind of lame. I'll be honest. It was just better for everyone to have potions than waste a spell on that crap. Because it was such a huge range. Like, 3 to, let's say, 50 or something. And you'd always kind of roll low. So I
Oh,
wasn't a
really?
big fan
That's
of
too-
healing spells kind of at the ends. My best attack was Banishing Smite. That was pretty cool. That's 9 to 69 damage. Pretty good. It's fire, psychic, slashing, and force damage, which is kind of crazy. The Shatter came in clutch a lot of times. It was kind of difficult planning a lot of the attacks as a bard because almost every single one I learned is like an area of effect. So Estrella being a fighter is close to the enemy. Zothis was always stabbing people in the back, so I didn't want to ever hit them, so I kind of sticked to the support stuff, like I said, confusion,
I don't
or
know how to explain it. Maybe I
just
don't
trying
need
to get the enemy to... Oh, Spirit Guardians! I totally
I was
forgot
gonna
about
mention
that.
Spirit
that. That
Guardians
was
was
another,
clutch.
like so many creatures, just because of their, because they're dark creatures, right? They are weak to that radiant damage, especially in certain areas of the game.
Yeah,
That
Shadowlands, that came in
So
clutch
good.
with those birds. It just wiped
Yeah.
them out.
All
Just
of
touching them, and it killed
Any
him instantly.
like any vampire kind of creatures as well.
Yeah, so I think my
Absolutely
favorite
destroyed
spell throughout the entire game, though, was Speak with Animals, because I love Scratch, and all the little animals I got to talk to were really funny. So kudos to whoever wrote all the dialogue options for the cats. Like, you just captured their spirit. They're such... They're so cute. His Majesty is amazing. I kind of miss him.
He's the one in Last Light In, right?
He's like the little
cat.
bald cat.
That's where I got the cape, by the way. The star cape, one of the vendors there.
Well, I gave it to you. I had bought it for myself.
Well, yeah, you were
initially.
using it, yeah, for...
Oh wow.
Well, for like not even a day, but then I was like, this is
It
purely
was-
just me wanting to capture old
It
Ozal.
looks, yeah, but
It's actually much better.
functionality.
Yeah.
What
It's
the
one
heck?
of the best cloaks in the game for a rogue because it basically being able to use that cloak to then disengage, it creates that cloud. It shrouds me, or obscures me, which increases the damage I do to any enemy that's obscured with certain weapons, and then also increases my AC anytime I'm obscured. So it just sets up that whole cycle of those things.
I can still fly. That's great.
That's hilarious. I have another question, unless you guys have something.
That's good.
go ahead.
We're almost done. Just go ahead and add it in.
Just is there anything you would do differently, like with your character, or not necessarily playing a different character, but for your character or class? Like for me, I feel like there was a lot of items and things I didn't get really used to using until near the end, like a lot of my poisons and stuff like that, elixirs. I could have been using a lot of those a lot sooner in the game. And I feel like dual wielding is my biggest regret. I wish I would have realized I could have dual wielded a lot sooner. And
Yeah.
I probably in the end didn't get the weapons that were best for dual wielding until I kind of did it anyways, because that's when I really started looking at it. But I probably could have taken advantage of maybe a bit sooner and actually done a bit more damage, even the whole at least from Act 2 on maybe.
Yeah.
Rank. I did rank
I
over this any
think I
day.
played the game pretty well. I don't think there was a ton I would have done differently. I felt like all the spells I learned I mean, there were spells that I learned through gold that I probably could have saved the gold because I didn't use them that often. But yeah, I think overall I'm pretty proud. I mean, the game isn't really that stat reliant as regular D&D, so you know, you're not making as many rolls, so stats didn't really seem to matter. So I just kind of got a bunch of feats. But yeah, no, I felt pretty good about it. How I ran my character at least. And honestly, respecking just looked like a fucking nightmare, so I just didn't. Maybe I respec once. I don't think I did, but yeah.
That's why I switched to dual wielding. I changed some feats around.
Yeah, I would have liked to change some of my spells because they're useless. Like, I hated Guardian of Faith. It's like the dumbest, most useless spell
I hate that thing.
in the game. But it's such a high level spell that by the time I got it, I did not want to respec either. I was like, I'm not going to re-level up and spend like 20 minutes of our gameplay doing that. Like, I'll just suffer with it. But I hated it. It's such a stupid spell. It's useless, and it looked cool when I saw it. And I was super disappointed that it's basically, I don't know. I don't even know the point of the spell. It's so dumb.
What about you, Shreya?
True that.
The only thing I really missed out on was a certain potion in Moonrise Towers, but I couldn't have gotten it anyway without.
With some pluck wine
I think
from
it's
all over the
Gale or
world.
maybe
Is there one
Astarion.
bottle of fresh blood?
So, in this playthrough where there's actually 4 of us playing, then I don't think I really would have changed anything else.
What was the potion?
Potion of Everlasting Vigor, I think, and it's like a permanent health increase.
Wow.
I think that's what it's called. In fact, I think I saved it in my
No
notes.
offense, but like, could anything actually hit you to need more health?
Not towards the
Increases
end,
your
but-
strength by +2,
Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Yeah.
which is pretty
A
good too.
beautiful
So
night. I wish it could
But it's a
last forever.
permanent health increase?
Yeah.
yeah, and
first
it
time I drink
raises. It can raise your strength above 20 too. So like it doesn't. 20
Oh, I
isn't your
see.
cap anymore, right? So if you
Yeah.
have a 20, it's 22.
But now I have the gauntlet, so that I guess kind of wouldn't have mattered. But
It would have been nice to have earlier in the game, though. Like you said, it's kind of a end game thing that you've got going on.
yeah, I would say like the last everything after the demon guy, what's his name?
Merkel?
No,
Raphael.
Raphael. Everything after Raphael, I feel like I never dipped below like 90 hit points.
Yeah, I mean, what's your AC right now?
I thought in one of those last fights you got hit pretty bad.
I didn't get hit really, but I got what do you call it? They just knocked me into
It
daze
seems
because
pretty
my
red, but
haste went out.
no, not even close.
Yeah.
Because I was also with the helmet, I was also gaining +2 to every turn. So like, by the time
Jesus.
anyone had even landed a hit on me, I had like gotten all the health back from the last person who hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Astray as well. I wish if I would have been more aware of some of the things that you could like the things you can put on your weapon.
Seems like a
the heck are
century
they
ago
called?
that we were
Oh,
all
like
together,
poison and
but
stuff?
also
Yeah,
like no
there's a
time
few of
passed
those.
at all.
There's a lots of those you and I probably
know how
could
to
have both
explain it.
used more.
Maybe I don't need
But
to.
nothing major. I feel like maybe those would also be more necessary on the highest difficulty, like on tactical, where you have to really get out that little bit of extra damage, maybe.
That stuff
Yeah.
definitely adds up. I mean, I wasn't really able to use weapons, obviously, because bards are kind of weaklings, but every time I could, I would either douse an arrow in something or my blade.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so weak, I need the help. I just really
Yeah.
desperately need it.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think so. I definitely think I found some of the best items in the game, not even necessarily on purpose for a rogue. Just because
Dude, that
we
dagger you have on
naturally
your
found
back.
so many of them.
I'd
That
get
is sick.
rat over this any
The
day.
those weapons I got much later in the game, Act 3, but they're, yeah, very good. Like, especially them together. So that's another thing that it'd be awesome if I would have had it earlier on, because you had this thing called True Strike. So anytime I could use once per short rest, I think I could get basically a free advantage, guaranteed on an attack. So I could use it on like a really important enemy. Or if someone attacked me and they missed, I would get True Strike on them, so I would get another free guaranteed crit.
Yeah, that's
was so
Orin's
good.
dagger.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It
don't
was
remember
really
where
great.
we got Crimson Mischief.
Yeah, I'm glad we screenshotted all of it, because I'm gonna write down all this stuff, because I have almost the same character in my single player, but obviously the difference there, I can play a wizard, and that's the interesting thing, learning all those sorts of things still. There's still so much of the game still to learn, you know.
Yeah, I feel like every single time I'm gonna put some money on the table. Every single time we've
The psionic projection is
what's the
halting.
word? What the hell? You just stole it. Damn it! I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
New days, old friends. There's no greater joy.
My bad.
Oh, we were talking about like the amount of things there are to do in the game when it comes to
Oh,
variety.
thank you.
players.
Yeah. So me and Dean started playing a playthrough, just doing things that we didn't in this playthrough. For instance, we went to the creche, the
With this
Githyanki
can pluck
creche.
wine from all
Oh,
over
yeah,
And I
yeah.
found this
Is there one bottle of
incredible
fresh
mace that like has sunbeam on it as a spell, and it glows, which is really cool. So like darkness can't hurt you, especially in the in that dark forest. But there's so many things that we've done just slightly different that changes like entire courses of the story, or at least how they play out. So yeah, I think it's just like an endless amount of things you can do and experience in this game. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. If, me and Dini played where they come to kidnap that girl in the Last Light Inn.
Yeah, yeah.
And she has almost no hit points. So if they get one good round on her, the fight's over. And I was like, we saved her when we played with Zach and Zothas. It's like, let's try that again. So I put a bunch of crates in front of every door in the building, and so nobody could get to her. It was hilarious. We just bamboozled them.
Now, of course, that's, you know, we already knew what would happen, so that helped. It
Yeah.
less into the drama of it. But yeah, it's a pretty genius idea.
Yeah, it just makes it second and third playthrough, like, because it's like, oh, well, I've done this like the normal way. Let's see if this will work.
This seems pretty
Let's
rare,
try
but-
this idea, and it like
No,
somehow
not even
comes
close.
together. This game is so insanely good.
I know the music makes me sad, in a good way. It's such the ambiance of this game is so incredible.
Let's have Bernard and Ozal whistle, and
Yeah, what song would you like to play, Ozal?
I like that one. How does it go?
The Power, Down by the River.
No, it's the other one. It's a lot more upbeat.
The Bard Dance?
Da-na-na.
Oh yeah, that's the Bard
All my
Dance.
favorite people in one place. Not to
Go,
mention all
Ozol.
my favorite wine.
Come on, Ozal. I think our old friend has gone deaf.
So Ozal maybe may have fallen asleep like others. I'll say as well. One thing, I think I've said this before. You guys would sometimes choose, just kind of on that vein of things being differently. You guys would choose something I would never choose playing this game alone. Like, I would never like say certain things that you would have chosen, which made it that much more interesting. Because I like to not, as fun as it is running a conversation and like being lead, sometimes it was almost more fun to see what you guys would say or do, or because you know what I mean. It's just that totally different perspective of how you wanted to approach it. Was obviously it's a very obvious thing, but it's just such a fun thing about playing this with a group, right?
Yeah, and quite honestly, you all are a lot more fun than most of the NPCs in this game, so
I'd take
that
Rex over
helps.
this any day.
I would hope I'm more fun than an NPC. Shit.
Like, I'm so glad. Where the hell is Gale? Is he dead? Where is that guy?
There.
I don't know where he is. He left, right? He wanted to become a god.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's
So I guess he just pieced, because he's not here. I looked on the beach, and at least when we were here before.
Oh, he's over here by Estrella.
yeah, he wants to talk to us.
Gale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he is here. Maybe I was looking.
Well, he is, but he
before.
isn't.
Yeah, talk to him. Let's see what he says.
I think we might. Zach might be AFK here. I don't
Yeah,
know if
sorry
he'll
about
see
that.
the conversation. Oh, he should see it now.
What is it?
He was gonna go talk to Gale, I think, or.
Oh, shit.
Something.
Oh no!
You're having a private conversation.
He's dead.
You can walk over there. Oh, your dream come true, Ozal. Walk over there. They're in the forest in the back there.
A tragedy just happened, boys.
What do you mean?
My Marvel Legends Toby Spider-Man is broken.
Oh
I only
no.
have one. The chat is private, Dean.
Still?
Yep.
I gotta try it again.
Oh, now I'm here.
There we go.
Nice.
I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep. As a precautionarily prepared spell, I'm
Yeah, your
afraid I
dream come
wasn't
true,
witness
Odal.
to the exact nature of my demise. However, on behalf of my creator, I wish to make abundantly clear that my death was an unfortunate accident, and in no way related to any attempted usurpation of the reigning divinities of the day.
Oh, he tried to take over.
Retrieving
Idiot.
the crown from the muddy floor of the Chionthar was surprisingly straightforward, if a little damp. I recall standing on the riverside, the icy chill of Netherese metal in my hands, and then nothing. Gale of Waterdeep was gone. And so was I, until Withers kindly summoned me here to perform my final task. I have been entrusted with the delivery of a letter, to be given to one who cared most for me in life.
Not me,
If
bro.
you'd be so kind as to pass that message on, then I can pass the message on, so to speak.
Yeah, he got the crown of Carlos and died.
I guess you can't physically touch it?
I don't know.
Well, nothing of substance was lost.
Oh my.
A word, please?
Ozal, come
Very,
sing with me.
Very important.
Yeah, come whistle.
Come with him. Yeah, that was actually the one thing I wish my character could have done in the game, is it contribute to the songs.
Me
I
too.
couldn't do at least, and like eventually at least learn to play somewhat competently.
Yeah, in fact,
But
the only reason why...
Constantly I sucked at it.
Yeah, Ozal was able to do it because he helped that girl.
Charisma, right? Oh no, I thought it was like a charisma thing. Cause yeah, I have like no charisma. I have like negative charisma. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Or
I
like
love that
minus,
song.
like a -1.
This is how you perform, Bard.
Heck yeah.
Oh, are you talking to the new guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the deal with them introducing a bard. I guess like it's I guess a little strange.
He's
to,
Wither's slave.
oh God.
Yeah, he's like an old, I guess, music god or something that I could gather.
That makes sense.
It's like Withers. What the hell, man? He's got some skeletons in the closet.
Little freak.
Nice.
Yeah, the Queen's High Seas.
It's a good song.
Oh, look at everyone. And like what we said, what was it basically 9 months of playing this game? Almost 8 months.
Yeah. That's a lot of videos,
There's
man.
still things we didn't do.
Yeah. I mean,
A lot
literally
of
that
stuff,
crash was what? How long did that take us, Dean?
Hours. Like 4 or 5 hours.
That would have easily been 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, no, we didn't lift the shadow curse. That could have been another. In fact, we did all the stuff to do it except the last mission.
Oh,
What was the
yeah,
last
yeah.
mission?
The last mission is helping Halson in the portal. He opens up a portal and he goes inside while you defend the portal. But you have to like that little kid that we found that was shadow cursed is like the one responsible for the shadow curse. So it's like his dark side and his light side is in the portal. And so you like free him and then Halson has to like go get his soul. It's confusing, but yeah. We didn't do that either. We also didn't do the Maglumba.
The what?
The fish people that are worshiping their false god.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, those little guys are weird.
Maglumba. That's what they call you.
Is that some sort of slur? I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Like every time someone in this game, usually it was the little goblins, they used the term hoon. It just sounded so dirty. Like, oh my god, that sounds like a really bad word.
Yeah, or Lazelle, cake.
A cake.
Yeah.
Be a filthy gay.
Yeah, Dean's got the throaty thing she does then.
Wish she did a throaty thing.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Alright, guys. I think we've touched them all. Let's say goodbye to the people of the world who watch Ox Plays Baldur's Gate 3. Everyone
Bernard's
except
Gate
Gale.
3.
There we go. Anyways, I'm Zach playing Oz All the Wise.
I'm Dean playing Astray the Fighter.
Badfish playing Zilthus the Rogue.
And Deanie playing Bernard the Bard.
We love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next adventure of our characters.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Jumbo.
Bye.